Bitches be wanting your baby daddy, not knowing that he's slow as fuck. Bitch, you can have him. Come get radio.
Because I can speak about this because y'all dragged me into this, so I'm allowed to speak on the situation. Nobody's gonna take my phone and tell me you can't speak on this. You can't. No. I'm gonna speak on what I want to speak on.
Overstep. Like, you need to stay the fuck in your place, bitch, before you get put in your place. Because at this point, you overtalk yourself. You want to support the shit that nigga is doing. If anything, if I'm a fiance and I'm a woman, just being a woman in general, I'm shopping for this, I'm shopping for that. One thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make sure I ask my dude, do the kids have outfits?
Hey cousins, I know you guys seen what's going on with Laina, King, and Nique. At this point, baby, it's given I want the man but not the baby. Laina, when you got into this relationship, you knew that King had a son and you should treat him as such. He's his firstborn, only boy. It's just so much to unpack here and we are going to get into it, baby, because it's a lot going on, all right? Laina, baby, you need to stay in your place. You see how Dwayne don't say anything, Laina? I need you to be just like that on mute, okay? Let's get into it.
I feel like, Laina, as a woman, you should have stepped in and got Casa something. If you're supposed to be this fiance as a woman, you should have made sure that his kids was taken care of. Because if y'all getting married, he's going to be a part of your life. I don't care if it was y'all, you and Splain's day and this, that, and the third. At the end of the day, the kids are going to always be there. Kaiser is going to always be there. At the end of the day, Kaiser is a part of Splain. So it should be no reason for him to be left out of anything at all.
Cousins, the crazy part is this is not the first time that they have left Kaiser out of something, which I think is the reason why everyone is in an uproar. Because if you're about to be a wife, baby, you should not let this happen again. So in the comments, they're like, oh, I wish they would have included his son. Laina said, I know we wish he didn't go to school in BR, which is Baton Rouge, at the moment, but it's okay. We have another special shoot set up, which I would say, give her credit. She did do another shoot. This was back last year in 2023 when they did a shoot and Kaiser was not a part of it. Someone else in the comments says, oh, I feel kind of bad that Kaiser hasn't been around much because he's been missing out on a lot of family things, that he wasn't in the picture when they announced their pregnancy, nor was he in the pictures for their gender reveal, and he's never with them when they are doing things as a family. But I know y'all not doing it intentionally. It's just sadly how things are since he's in school and don't live with y'all full time. By the way, this photo shoot was beautiful. Can't wait to see how the pictures are gonna look. Cousins, like I said, I honestly think like Laina should have just stayed quiet on this. Talk to King about it in private. You are about to be his wife, and this is not something you should come to the media because you guys are constantly leaving Kaiser out of events. It's not the first time, it's not the second time, and I'm pretty sure it won't be the last. Even though they said they learned their lesson, I highly doubt it. And I did hear Laina say that this situation is really not that serious, not that big of a deal. And to be very honest, it's really the principle of the situation, Laina. It's not the pants or the slacks or her going on the internet or whatever you're trying to make it seem. It's literally the principle. You can't leave his son out of things. Nobody would know about this if you guys would have just bought the outfit in the first place. When King went to get his fit, why didn't he get his son's fit? I just don't understand that. We have another comment that says, I mean, I know y'all don't live with him, but he is left out in a lot of things. He is going to grow up and look back that he was never included. Kids have feelings, and this is how you build resentment, jealousy, etc. Pregnancy reveal, gender reveal, and now this. Looking from outside in, I believe this is a family of 3, soon to be 4, but not 5. Other than that, I really enjoy y'all's vlog, but I am just saying how it is. And you ain't never lied, okay? You ain't never lied, cousin. I ain't gonna lie, the part that got me was when Laina said that her kids' outfits were in the closet. Like, baby, if your kids' outfits are in the closets, why doesn't Kaiser have an outfit in the closet too? That just don't make sense to me. So your kids got clothes at your house, but Kaiser, who's also King's son, he has no clothes at his house. Copy. Got it. Cousins, these old comments are just proven to you guys that this has been going on for years. So anyway, Laina said, hey everyone, we miss Kaiser as well. And even though he was just here last weekend, we didn't record because we were trying to soak up that time we had with him without having a camera in his face. Don't worry, we are planning a photo shoot with him soon. We appreciate all the comments and people missing him. Laina, baby, It's so much to unpack. If you're going to date a man with kids, you have to make sure that you include his kids as much as you include your kid. Doesn't matter if he is in Baton Rouge, doesn't matter if he is in Washington D.C. It doesn't matter. Once a man has a child and you're dealing with that man, you have to make sure that child is also a priority. Could you imagine how Kaiser's going to feel when he grows up and he sees all of these things back? He's going to see all these videos, I'm pretty sure. Wow. But guys, we have so much to discuss. Let's get into it because there's so much more.
Because I'm getting brought into a situation, so I have every right to speak about it. But I'm gonna say this. Our engagement party was about me and King. That's it. It was about me and King. Yes, the girls were there. Yes, Kaiser was there. But me, I was not focused on my girls. Their outfit was already in the closet. I didn't go out and do the most and get them this most spectacular outfit and get their hair done. No.
I wish he was a little bit more prepared. I knew nothing about this until like today. So he don't even have a haircut. But his hair, he got his hair cut on Monday. It's Saturday. So it's not as fresh, but it's still cute. You still giving, huh? Okay guys, so we got him this pants from Target.
Their outfit was in the closet. Why? Because they're going to be on the floor getting dirty playing. Kaiser lives in Louisiana with his grandmother. Not with Nique, with his grandmother.
Cousins, let's take it back to see how he ended up at grandma's house, because at this point the grandma is the baby.
Already bringing our kid to school within in a year format. The year of it, I was already bringing Kaiser to school backwards and forward. The school was too far. Actually, to be honest with y'all, Kaiser original school, his first school, which is not even a school, it's a daycare. His first daycare school that he was going to was on the same side that I'm still living on. The way I was looking for homes and houses, I looked for homes and houses revolving around my kid's school, and I was revolving around just being in this area that I'm still in. She took the choice to move to the other side of Houston and put his school, well, she was driving from her other side of the house to over here, and it was too far, which it is. It takes an hour to get to Houston, and it takes an hour to get back. Don't let it be traffic, because that's an extra 15-30 minutes on top of that for cars to move. So it'd be like an hour, it'd be 2 hours and some minutes to go there to bring him in the morning, pick him up in the morning, then you got to go back in the afternoon. So that's 4 hours of your day if you really do the math of picking the kid up from a whole different side of the city. So going into that, it was like vice versa. She moved his school closer to hers. His school is literally like 15-20 minutes the max, 25 minutes the max is how far his school is. And that's not that bad, because in Houston it's all about light turns and this, that, and the third. But for me, I was doing that with no problem for a year plus, like straight. It's been like 3 years already. I've been doing it pretty much for a year, and so it was like bringing him to school, picking him up, bringing him to school, picking him up, and it wasn't no problem for me until it started to be like, hey bro, like it's like gas money. It's like, it's a lot, bro. It's a lot, because nobody didn't want to do it. She didn't want to do it. When she was living downtown, she didn't want to come way back here to pick him up, bring him to school, because it was too far, and it made sense. So the same thing for me. Like, hey, can you move his school? I asked her plenty of times, can you move his school closer in the middle? We already have a spot where we meet each other in the middle at, like, we meet in the middle to drop him off, or sometimes I bring him all the way to her crib, or she come way over here to pick him up, or whatever the case may be. But like in general, like I asked her plenty of times to move his school closer, because she have all his information. Like she have everything I can, like, you know what I'm saying? She have all his information, you know what I'm saying? I asked her mom, whatever the case, to get his information. She told me she was gonna give it to me, and that's cool beans, but to this day I still don't have it, which is not a problem for me to get it, but still, like, I don't have the information for me to even transfer his school to the middle for both of us, or to even move his school closer to me.
The place he stays at right now from my son's school. Of course, I'm not gonna put his address out there, but I did took a screenshot. It's 28 minutes away. Stop trying to make it seem like the school an hour away. Like, oh, you gotta spend so much gas. I pay for every activity Kaz to do in school, every field trip he go with. I pay for his school monthly. I never asked for help. I asked for help one time. This man said he was not paying for it. After that, if I want my son to go to this school, I'm gonna pay for it. I don't give a fuck, because I know he gonna learn more at this school. He gonna be more secure, and I'm not gonna have to worry about his safety and whoever picking him up. And it's not like I'm looking for a pat on the back for it. Like, you don't never see me throwing in nobody's face what the fuck I do. This man don't help me with nothing financially, and I don't care, because I know people not as, you know, able. But don't get on here on the line to some old. It's gas money to bring your son to school. Like, you can go drive around, roll around all day, doing whatever else you want to do. So his whole excuse of not wanting to keep Kaza during the week is because, oh, well, I just don't have time. I can't fit in my schedule. Like, I can't fit in my schedule to bring him to school. That takes too much time out of my day to bring him to school. So he can stay over there, which is fine. I don't give a fuck. I can keep my fucking son every day of the motherfucking year. I would not give a fuck, and I would do it without complaining, because that's just the bitch that's just the mom I am. It really don't matter. All I ask you to do is, when your son at your house, y'all, I'm paying for this school. We doing week by week. I'm paying for the school. This money coming out of my pocket. Which, of course, this is my son. I don't care. But at the same time, this money coming out of my pocket. When Casa going over there a week, he don't take Casa saying, oh, well, no school that's an hour away. It takes too much time out of my day. I have a schedule. I have stuff that needs to be done. I can't pay for gas money. I'm saying, explain, I don't care. I pay for the school. Just take him to school. And that was one of the main reasons why I'm like, why is he not at school? Every time he would go over there for the week, he would miss a whole week of school just because Splain didn't feel like it, or he didn't have it in his schedule to take Kaza to school. The shit is just weird. Like, and then, mind you, this whole situation was about the school. Why are you bringing up what I do with my son? What would I look like? I travel, baby. I have a good time. I live a great life. I travel. And why can't my son travel with me? I feel like this man, he sits up there and he just so mad that he sit up there and make a problem with everything. This man, the whole time last year, I would be going to France, and I couldn't take Kaz. I wanted to take Kaz so bad, but I was trying to listen to, oh, you know, I was trying to be a good co-parent. I was trying to, like, not make it in a toxic way. He telling me Kaza can't go. Kaza, he would be like, oh, Kaza can't go. What, you want to bring him so he can go lay up with another nigga? This my man. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, this my man. And if so I didn't bring Kaza the whole time in France because Spain was giving me such a hard time about him going out of the country with me. Mind you, I've been to this place multiple times. I know it's probably one of the safest places in, like, one of the safest places in the world, honestly. More safe. Like, it was a good place. I was familiar with the place. I went there several times. He was still giving me hard times, which I don't. What does me laying up with a nigga have to do with me taking my son out of the country? Like, come on now. What are you talking about? So I didn't take Kaza. I'm not doing that shit no more. I'm not leaving my son. I feel like if I'm out here experiencing the world and traveling the world, I feel like my son should be able to do the same thing. Mind you, I had help from my mom. My mom went out there with me. It was a family vacation. I took my son because I wanted to take my son. If I didn't take my son, this man will put it out on whatever. Oh, if I didn't try to take Kaiser, he would be like, oh, so you don't want to take Kaiser, but you want to go to Greece. Why do you keep going to Greece? Like, it's going to always be something. I can never win. Like, it's a lose-lose situation. I take Kaiser to Greece with me because I want my son with me. Oh, you taking him out of the country. It's dangerous. Don't I want. Or I don't take him. I leave him at home. Oh, you leaving him at home. You trying to do this, you trying to do that. It's like a lose-lose situation. This nigga is always going to complain about something. This man cannot be, He gonna always find something wrong with everything I do.
Forward, I'm thinking the best part for my kid, like my son. I'm the best interest in heart for him. Like that's all I'm worrying about. Like all that bullshit, all the past tense shit, that's bullshit. I'm worrying about him because at the end of the day, we brought him into this world. Like moving forward, like I want to make sure he got the best. You know what I'm saying? So I think there is rules at my house, which is probably no rules at her house because Kaiser do whatever he want to do when he's over there. Like everybody calls me when it's time to, and nobody can't say that's a lie when it's time for Kaiser to be disciplined or something, or he's not listening. Everybody calls me. So I'm not a father that never, like, that's not in my kid's life, that you have to look for me, you have to call me or contact me or look for me for any situation when it comes to my son, because like I love my son, like I love my son to death. Like I give I give my whole self to him. And
to be honest, King, for a man that does not pay for anything, you sure do want to have a lot of say-so in a lot of stuff. And to be very honest, yeah, you're the father, but you have to be able to provide financially, physically, spend time with your son, all of that. And at this point, you haven't been doing that for a while. And yeah, you said you've been taking him back and forth to school for a few years, but you're his parent. Like, do you want a pat on the back for taking your son to school? That's what you're supposed to do. King, you can't have it both ways. You can't shame her for wanting to take her son and still shame her for not taking her son. You have to make it make sense. You either worried about your son being without his mom, or you're more worried the fact that your baby mama is making a life without you and she no longer needs you. And as the breadwinner, Nique has to travel. So maybe she can't be with her son all the time. But King, what are you doing? You're not traveling. You're not doing anything of substance that takes you out of the home or out of the country. Why is your son not with you? You are complaining that he's with the grandma when clearly from this back in the day video, 2023 of March, you guys were complaining about the school situation and you didn't even want to drop him 30 minutes away. So now that he's hours away, it's a problem? Make it make sense, King. Come on, King. Live up to your name, King. You got to stand up as a father. You got to be better. There's no reason you should half-ass your son, your firstborn. King has this reactive instead of proactive type of personality when it comes to being a parent. And I just feel like that is just backwards. He rather Nique asks him for something that his son needs instead of him just giving it or doing it. Be proactive as a father. And this goes to show that most of the time when a man is with you as a woman, of course he's going to do right by you and that child because he's with you. He's in the household with that child. Now look, he's out of the household. Look how it was before with him and Kaiser. They had a great relationship from what we saw on camera. But as soon as now he has a new girlfriend, new children, it's like his son was never even there. As a woman, I just feel like, Laina, there's no reason you should be with any man that's half-assing their child, whether the child lives in the same state or 10 states away. There's no excuse for that. And on top of that, I really think you guys are jealous. Nique has a big, large village, and it takes a village to raise a child. King, you said that in the video, didn't you? It takes a village. But when it comes to Nique, this is not supposed to be a village. You got to make it make sense. And you can't pick and choose when it's time to have a village and when it's not time to have a village. Because when Nique mom takes on Kaiser so she can work and make money and provide for him because she said you're not doing it clearly. So there's no reason to complain here. I just don't see what the problem is. Buy your son an outfit. He should have clothes at your house. Like, it shouldn't even be the same way that your girls had clothes in the closet. He should have clothes in the closet too. First of all, you should have went and drove up to Louisiana to pick him up. I don't see why the grandmother had to do any of that. It's just too much to unpack. And honestly, if King comes back with a part two, if King comes back with a response video to Nique, I have to do a part two because King, you are the problem here. And the fact that you don't see that I think, is what is the issue in this whole entire situation. This can be a really good co-parenting situation if King will start being proactive as a parent. The same way that Nique goes out and get it and financially supports and takes care of your son, you can still do the same thing. Just because she's not asking you for money doesn't mean that your son doesn't need anything. And he's like, oh, well, when he's at my house, I take care of him, so I don't feel the need to ask. Well, duh, if you have him for the weekend, you shouldn't ask for nothing. That makes no sense. The parent who has the child primarily should definitely be getting some type of compensation. And King, if you have the baby for only the weekend, you don't need no money. You don't need anything. She shouldn't have to send him with anything. You damn right you shouldn't ask for nothing. So I used to watch Nique and King back then when they were in Houston, when they lived with her mom and um in Baton Rouge and all that stuff. And honestly, King's family was very, very involved in his life and in their life and in Kaiser's life. So the fact that Laina has to do everything by herself now, it is actually very, very sad. And I do wish that she did have help from his family and from hers. And it's like everybody only comes out when times like this comes around, when everybody is being negative about it or everybody has something to say. But when she really needs her family, they are literally nowhere to be found. His family is non-existent. Nique mom even said on the video that she was on the phone with King's mom. So they're still locked in real bad, okay? But I just wish that they will all come together for the kids. It's really about the kids at the end of the day. It really does not matter what the parents went through or what they're going through right now. And I really do hope that everybody can come to a common ground on this situation, because it's a lot going on here. I honestly wish that Laina would stop blaming Nique's mom. And because it just doesn't make sense. Like, it's your engagement party. This is your stepson. This is King's son. Stop blaming her mom. Her mom has nothing to do with it. Nique had nothing to do with it. The fact that she even went out of her way as the mother, she didn't know anything about the engagement party because you guys were keeping it a secret from her. I don't know why, instead of saying it's a party, saying my engagement party, this would have like this would have canceled out all of this nonsense, because even if he didn't have something, Nique would have made sure that her son was good. That was the whole issue. He wasn't prepared. He had no haircut. He had no outfit. Like, it makes no sense. Stop blaming the mom.
It's just annoying, honestly. So boom, it was that situation. I feel like if I want to take my son out the country, I could take my damn son out the country. I go out the country several times. It's not my fault that you can't go out the country. It's not my fault that this is the life I live. I want my son to live the same life that I live.
King communicated with just under 2 weeks in advance. Hey, do you have some black slacks and a white button-up shirt for him, because we're having a party and we want him there? She said, yeah, I do, because he goes to church. He's like, okay, cool. Checklist. He has an outfit. Can you bring it for him when you bring him to Houston? The day of, and you know what? That's our fault. We should have not even asked her, do you have black slacks and a white button up? We should have just got it for him. Even if he was going to come or not come, we should have just got it for him. We should have not asked. And yeah, I will say that's our fault. Like, next time going forward, we would not ask if he has this at that house or whatever the case could be, because it just...
Either way, if I didn't have my mama, I don't know who the fuck would be helping me with Gaza, because at the end of the day, Splain ain't there. He never is. Like, he don't help with nothing, y'all. When I tell you nothing, he doesn't go and see Gaza. I'm in Louisiana. If I can count, and I feel like this is stuff that I don't even have to prove to y'all. I feel like this is stuff that I shouldn't even have to prove to nobody or say, because I know what I do for my son, and I know when I'm there for my son. Swain has never made it to a surgery, a doctor's appointment.
You say you want to look happy. What about a sad face?
Hey. Look where I'm at. Yeah.
Say you finna get surgery.
I'm gonna get surgery. Really? Yeah. I talked to Ocean.
She probably sleeping.
I'm not going to school. I'm just gonna be staying home, having fun. Yeah.
a fucking recital at school, a school play. Splain has never showed up for nothing, and we invite Splain to every single thing. But guarantee you, when Kaiser go over there for the 1 day or the 2 day that he there, they gonna put the camera in his face. Regardless of the situation, this whole shit started is because they didn't buy Kaiser an outfit for their engagement party.
This whole big commotion for nothing. So the day of, when she's driving to Houston, she tells King, like, hey, I forgot the clothes, and it's the day of the party. I have appointments. Mind you, I was 40 minutes late to my appointment. Like, we had no time to go to the store and go pick him up an outfit. And she was heading to Nique's house anyways. And then, so I guess Nique found out the day of. We're not gonna ask, like, hey, do you have this at your house? I'm thinking, cool, blended family. Like, if we got something at our house that you need, we'll give it to you. Like, it's not that big a deal. Like, you know what I mean? It's just black slacks and a white button-up shirt. If you had it, cool. If you didn't, we was gonna go out and buy him one, but you said you had it, so we didn't go and buy him. Stop speaking on his kid. No, I'm gonna speak on whatever I want to speak on, because y'all dragged me into the situation talking about, you're a stepmom, you should do better, this and that. Why didn't you make sure he had an outfit, but you made sure? My girls had an outfit that was already in their closet. The outfit they had on was already in their closet. King, yeah, I'm speak on whatever I want to speak on. But anyways, so yeah, when Nique made the video talking about, oh, she found out the day of because she didn't know about the engagement party. Yeah, you didn't know because King don't communicate with you, because you don't be with Kaiser. King communicates with Jacinda because Jacinda is the one that takes care of Kaiser. So that's why you found out the day of, because your mom forgot the outfit in Louisiana. And my whole thing is, like, off camera, we've already had discussions of, don't talk about us in your videos.
So I think everybody's forgetting that Nique is a content creator. She does social media for a living. So her making a simple video of basically a get ready with me, saying that she's getting her son ready to go to his dad's engagement, is not outlandish. Let's be real here. As content creators, you are going to be creating content on your day-to-day life, especially as a vlogger. So what else is she supposed to talk about? Like, everything she talks about, it seems like King or Laina has a problem with. And I understand the way that she said it in the video. Maybe she should have never said that they didn't have an outfit for him, but it was the truth. You guys didn't buy one. So what did you want her to say?
His dad's engagement party, but he's just now telling us that he doesn't have an outfit for Kaiser, so we finna try to whip some stuff up. So that way he'll have something to wear, but he doesn't have like many dressy clothes. And I know it's probably gonna be like a super dressy event. So
Now, cousins, to conclude this ponderosa, marriages are a union, Laina. And the fact that you keep saying, it's me and Splain's day, me and King's day, me and King's day. It's not about the kids. It's not about the kids. When you marry a man that has a child before you in the relationship, you are also marrying that child as well. So you can't say it's not about the kids when both of your daughters were there and his son was there. So it had to be about the kids at one point because they were there. At this point, I just feel like you guys say you wanted a blended family. You feel like you guys should be able to take things from each other's homes. But blended families only work when both of you are financially helping. Let's be honest. You, King, you're a weekend dad. At this point, you're not even a weekend dad. You're a yearly dad. Make it make sense here. And I know I said for Laina to stay in her place, but she really is his wife. So technically she does have a say so to speak on it, but I just feel like she shouldn't speak on it on social media. She should just stay out of it when it comes to social media talking. Talk to King in private as his wife, but that should be it. Kaiser should definitely have clothes at King's house. There should be no reason that just like your girls have clothes at your house, their brother should have clothes at your house. Like, that's just a given. And as a father, as a parent, you're a parent. It doesn't matter if you're a mother, the father, you're a parent. If you guys are not together, your child should have clothes, a bed, all of that at your home. That's just how it goes. Since Nique is the financial provider for Kaiser and her mother, King and Laina should not ask her for anything when they have their child. Like, that's a given. Don't ask me to pick him up, drop him off, nothing. You're not helping with anything. The least you could do is help to spend time with him. It just, I like that part. I just don't understand like how they don't see it. And then they're trying to make it seem like Nique was just jealous of their day, and she went out of her way to make sure that her son went. Cause honestly, she better than me. Mine would have stayed home. Call me bitter. King, no one should have to tell you what you need to do when it comes to your child. You should know what to do. And it's crazy that in that surgery video, it seemed like you didn't even know that he had surgery. That just goes to show that you need to step up. You need to call him more. You need to be there more. Be there for your son. You have other kids, but the two living in your household. It really does take a village to raise kids, and I'm hoping that they all realize that they are their village. Kids need each other, and they need each other as parents. So I'm just wishing everybody some positive vibes. Everybody, please like, comment, and subscribe. This is my first video ever. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers. All right. Thank y'all. Later, cousins.
Okay, you guys, so we just got in the car, but I was on YouTube and I seen this T page basically, and they was talking about basically the whole situation about me vlogging, getting ready for Kaiser, getting ready for his dad's engagement party. And I didn't think nothing of it when I posted the video. I really had no bad intentions about, you know, or I didn't have any ill will when I was vlogging. It was literally just me vlogging, getting my son ready for something that was supposed to be like an important day to him, or you know, important day to his dad. And I feel like it just got completely misconstrued, or whatever the case may be. But I also see in the video where someone was basically accusing me of lying in my videos and trying to make it seem like, oh, what I was stating wasn't true, when it was absolutely the truth. It was said that Kaiser had an outfit that was bought, or he had an outfit that was in Louisiana, and the reason why he didn't have an outfit because the outfit was left in Louisiana, which is completely false. Nobody ever bought Kaiser an outfit. My mom was told 2 weeks prior to the event that that his dad was bringing him to a party. Never said what type of party it was, never said what the dress code was. His dad is basically bringing him to a party and asked that he have slacks at my mom's house because my mom brings him to church often. That was the whole conversation. My mom ended up saying that she didn't have any slacks at the house, or she had some dress pants for him, but she didn't really think nothing of it because she thought it was just a random party. She was never told until the day of, until the day she drove to Houston. She was just told to, oh, can you make sure that he's in Houston, and can you have him some slacks because I'm bringing him to a party. It was never, oh, this is my engagement party. It was never nothing like that. It was never nothing like that. So it's being put like, oh, we just left his outfit in Houston, I mean in Louisiana, when that's not the case. It's always something being blamed on him being in Louisiana, and that's never the case. So yeah, I don't like when people are trying to make it seem like it's something that's now, I'm trying to raid on somebody's parade, when that's never the case. I knew nothing about this. I thought my mom was bringing Kaiser to Houston. My mom had already had to be in Houston, first of all. I thought she was bringing him to Houston because I was going to bring him to a resort, and that was just the plans. I didn't know until the day of, when my mom was already on the way to Houston, that it was even a party going on. So I wasn't aware of nothing. And my mom didn't think too much about it because she was only told 2 weeks prior that, oh, I'm bringing Kaiser to a party, and then called that morning asking and reminding her about pants that she had already left in Louisiana. So it was never a specific outfit. No outfit was ever bought for Kaiser, and I did try to do my best with what I had and the time I had to get him an outfit in order for him to go. So I hate when people try to make it seem like, oh, I'm lying, or I'm trying to rain on somebody's parade, or I see somebody happen, this, that, and the third. That was never the case. I just have to address that because it's just like, I don't be talking a lot, and I definitely don't be vlogging off of just bad intentions or trying to be shady or shit like that, and that's not the case. But when I made my vlog, I had no intentions on anybody shining light on me getting stuff from my son, because it's not a problem for me getting anything from him or for anything. So I just made the video genuinely to like record me being in Houston with Kaiser, me taking him, like, it was only just me vlogging off vibes. I didn't know that it was gonna go this far, but either way, I hate when people try to put stuff as if though I'm lying or I'm not telling the truth, because I always tell the full truth. But yeah, we can continue with the video after that. But that was shit. I don't do shady shit. I I, you know what I mean? I was just vibing that day. It was a good day. That's what just happened to be going on in my day. It wouldn't have been going on in my day if Casa had an outfit purchased. But, you know, it is what it is.